The Bold and the Beautiful August 2025, Steffy's Return, Finn's Temptation, and the Collapse of the Forrester image. The Forrester name has always stood for fashion, legacy, and family, but in Los Angeles, those words can fracture in a single night. The latest developments on The Bold and the Beautiful push that truth to its breaking point. While Steffy Forrester has been absent from town away longer than anyone anticipated, her marriage to Finn has started to show cracks so deep they may not be repairable. Distance isn't just measured in malice, it's measured in trust. And with Steffy gone, Finn has been pulled into something far more dangerous than he realizes. The timing couldn't be worse. The launch of a major Forrester Creations collection is approaching, and whispers of divorce papers being signed the same night threaten not only their marriage, but the public image of the entire Forrester dynasty. As if that weren't enough, the revelation that Luna is still alive detonates like a bomb, promising consequences that could upend alliances, rewrite loyalties, and leave devastation in its wake. Steffy's absence began as temporary, a necessary escape to protect her children, her sanity, and perhaps even her marriage after relentless clashes with Sheila and the chaos that shadowed every corner of her life. But what was supposed to be time away turned into something much longer, something almost indefinite, and in the vacuum she left behind, Finn's vulnerability became more visible. A man defined by his devotion, by his loyalty, and by his steady presence at Steffy's side has now found himself entangled in an unexpected connection. The intensity of the fashion world mixed with the unforgiving spotlight of media has pulled him into a bond that is blurring the lines between friendship, partnership, and something more intimate. He didn't intend for it to happen, but emotions don't wait for permission. While Steffy has been away, Finn has been seen, supported, and understood in ways that Steffy's distance could not provide. That closeness has grown, and now it threatens to tip into betrayal. The danger isn't just private, it's public. Forrester Creations thrives on image, on stories of powerful unions, elegant families, and unshakable legacies. If the night of their brand new collection's unveiling is the same night news of Steffy and Finn's possible divorce breaks, the company won't just be selling dresses, it will be selling scandal. Fashion editors won't write about the gowns. They'll write about the implosion of the family behind them. Rivals will circle. Investors will hesitate. And the Forresters, who have worked for decades to protect their empire, will find themselves defending more than their creative vision. They'll be defending their very survival in an industry that feeds on weakness. And just when it seems the Forrester-Spencer cliff is steep enough, the Luna revelation shakes everything. For months, whispers swirled. Was she gone for good? Was she silenced? Was she buried beneath secrets too dark to ever be unearthed? The truth crashed into the open. Luna is alive. Alive and carrying knowledge that can detonate across families, businesses, and relationships. Her survival isn't just personal, it's political. It calls into question every narrative that's been spun, every lie that's been told to cover her absence, every person who swore they didn't know the truth. The fact that she's back at all is enough to send ripples through Los Angeles, but the details she carries may create tidal waves. For Finn, the fallout of Luna's return is especially dangerous. His fragile new entanglement, his questions about his marriage, his own identity as a husband and father, all of it is suddenly at risk of exposure. If Luna knows too much, if she decides to use her knowledge strategically, she could unravel everything he's been holding together. And for Steffy, preparing to come back to town after her long absence, Luna's presence is a twist she won't see coming. The timing of Steffy's return, just as actress Jake gave birth to twins on August 28th, creates both anticipation and urgency. Steffy is coming back not just as a woman, not just as a wife, but as a storm. She has been away, but she hasn't forgotten. And when she walks back into Los Angeles, she will demand answers about Finn, about Luna, about everything that's happened while she was gone. The triangle forming isn't the classic Logan Forrester-Spencer entanglement that fans know so well. This is new ground. Steffy versus Finn versus the shadow of temptation. Add Luna's shocking survival to the mix, and the battlefield becomes bigger, more dangerous, and impossible to control. Divorce papers hanging over their marriage aren't just legal documents, they're weapons. And their signing on the same night as the Forrester collection debut isn't just dramatic, timing it's strategic sabotage. Whoever gains from this chaos knows that taking down Steffy and Finn means weakening the Forrester name when it's most vulnerable. And what of Sheila? Her fingerprints are never far from destruction, and as Luna's survival becomes undeniable, eyes will turn toward Sheila's role. Did she know? Did she orchestrate? Did she protect Luna? Or did she try to bury her truth forever? Will may push, others will demand answers, and Sheila's carefully spun web could unravel right alongside Luna's shocking revelation. The looming question is this: when Steffy walks back into town, will she find her marriage salvageable, or will she find divorce papers waiting alongside headlines about her family's crumbling image? Will Finn admit to his growing connection, or will he bury it in silence only for it to explode later? And will Luna's return amplify the fractures until nothing is left intact? Friday's episode is a reminder of what makes the bold and the beautiful unshakable after decades. It knows when to twist the knife. Steffy's absence, Finn's vulnerability, the family empire teetering on the edge, and the return of someone everyone thought gone for good. These are not separate storylines. They are threads tightening into a noose, pulling tighter with every scene. And the climax isn't years away. It's around the corner. Steffy is coming home. Finn is standing at a crossroads. Luna is alive. And Forrester Creations, the empire built on beauty, is one night away from scandal that could scar it forever. In Los Angeles, miracles come at a price. And this time, the cost might be everything. The night that was supposed to showcase Forrester brilliance is quickly spiraling into the night that could destroy it all. Steffy Forrester, finally making her long-anticipated return to Los Angeles, steps back into a world that doesn't resemble the one she left behind. Her absence, once meant to be protective, has instead left her marriage fractured, her family image vulnerable, and her company's future hanging by a thread. And right in the middle of it all is Luna Leave, unbroken and carrying a truth so sharp it could slice through every fragile tie holding these families together. Steffy arrives just as whispers of divorce swirl louder than ever. Papers have been drafted. Conversations have been had behind closed doors. And Finn, though still professing his love for his wife, has been seen in the orbit of another connection-owner relationship born from late nights. Confidence is shared under pressure, and the intoxicating closeness of the fashion and media storm. Steffy's return isn't met with open arms and reassurance. It's met with questions. Where has she been? Why so long? And most painfully, does she even still have a marriage to return to? Finn is caught, torn between loyalty to the woman he married and the undeniable comfort he found elsewhere during her absence. He now faces the hardest confrontation of his life. Steffy demands honesty. She wants to know what happened while she was gone. Did he stay faithful? Did he protect their marriage? Or did he betray her in the one way she always feared? His silence speaks louder than his words. His hesitation leaves Steffy's heart breaking before he even answers. But the real explosion comes not from Finn's faltering explanations but from Luna. With cameras flashing at the Forrester collection debut, she steps into the spotlight for the first time since her survival was revealed. Gasps ripple through the room. Eyes widen. Everyone thought she was gone, buried by scandal, erased from history. Instead, she's standing in the middle of the runway, alive, composed, and ready to speak. And when she does, the words cut through the glamour like a knife. This family built an empire on beauty and loyalty, she says, but beneath the surface, it's lies and betrayal. And tonight, the truth comes out. Her declaration silences the room. Hope stares in shock. Rich stiffens, already calculating damage control. Brooke's eyes dart, searching for weaknesses in Luna's armor. And Sheila, lurking at the edges, watches like a predator, knowing Luna's survival is both her greatest threat and her greatest opportunity. Steffy, still reeling from Finn's confession and the weight of her own doubts, is blindsided. She demands to know what Luna means, what secret she's about to spill. But Luna only smirks, her silence heavier than any accusation. She promises the truth will come out, but not yet until the right person hears it, not until the right moment to detonate arrives. Her control over the room is terrifying. Finn tries to pull Steffy aside, insisting they need to talk privately before things escalate. But Luna calls him out by name. She doesn't say what she knows, but her tone is loaded with implication. She suggests Finn has more to lose than anyone realizes. Steffy turns to her husband, demanding answers. He stammers, caught between denying and confessing. And Steffy, her anger simmering, realizes the betrayal might be deeper than she feared. At the same time, Will Spencer edges closer to the truth. He's been digging quietly, asking questions others are too afraid to ask, and now Luna's survival gives him momentum. He knows Sheila is protecting her for a reason. He knows the secret is more than just legal loopholes or false charges. And he knows that if he can force Luna into a confrontation, he can rip Sheila's protective shield away and expose them both. One word from him at the wrong time could unravel Luna's entire plan. Sheila senses this. She tries to pull Luna back, tries to control the narrative, but Luna resists. For the first time, Sheila doesn't hold all the cards. Luna does. And the tension between them is electric to women bound by secrets, yet each ready to sacrifice the other if it means survival. As the night draws on, the Forrester collection fades into the background. No one cares about the dresses anymore. All eyes are on the family at the center of the storm. Will divorce papers surface before the final model even leaves the runway? Will Luna drop her secret in front of the press, or will she save it for a private confrontation? And will Steffy walk away from Finn once she hears the full truth? By the time the lights dim, nothing is resolved. Steffy stands at the edge of the stage, staring at her husband with a mixture of fury and heartbreak. Finn looks back, trapped, guilty, desperate to hold on. Luna vanishes into the crowd, leaving behind only questions and whispers of what she plans to reveal. And Sheila, smiling faintly, knows the war has only just begun. The night that was supposed to be Forrester Creations' triumph has instead become their greatest scandal. And as Steffy settles back into Los Angeles, one thing is clear: her return isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a war that will rip through marriages, families, and the company itself. Because in Los Angeles, beauty always hides chaos. And this time, the chaos is about to consume them all.
Oh.